Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. HumbleZeus here, and I apologize for the lack of uploads recently. I had my first week of school. I was just really tired. It was really annoying because I wanted to record things and I just did not have the energy, and I did not want to make another lackluster commentary. I know my monthly update, I sounded really tired. I was trying very hard to be energetic in that video. It just did not come across. So I didn't want to make two videos in a row. I'm just kind of like, hello guys, I'm so very tired. So I wanted to wait, and now that I finally have some energy, I know it's Sunday and I've somehow got energy on Sunday. But it's finally Sunday and I'm ready to make a video and hopefully return to my normal schedule either this upcoming week or the week after. Gonna try to make sure there are at least some uploads this week. I'm gonna try very hard. Please bear with me. But today's video is not about me, it's about the Taken King and the raid. So we know that the raid, King's Fall, is coming out on the 18th, 3 days after the release of the Taken King DLC. And to me, that seems a little bit rushed. It seems like, why would we have the DLC's raid, the, I guess, biggest raid, I believe, come out only 3 days after? It would make more sense to give it a week or maybe a week and a half to let people kind of explore the Dreadnought, the new areas, do the new missions, get some new exotics under their belt, get some new gear. You know, it seems like all that stuff would want to take priority. That way people are ready to face the raid. While yes, I believe it's only the normal variation we get on the 18th, it's still a bit early to have people, you know, spamming to run the raid. And a lot of new players are going to probably be left out because they don't have the gear to run it. Now, normal doesn't necessarily require the best gear. Normal mode on any of the raids was never really like, oh, you have to have every single exotic to even run it. But it does seem kind of weird because a lot of people are not going to have all of the armor sets that they would need or want or even physically be ready for it. I'm not sure what level it starts at. I'm not sure if it's like you can start it at like level 30 or is it like 34 or I don't know what level you have to be to participate in the raid. I didn't check that information, I'm sorry. But it seems like it would be counterproductive for people who want to play with their friends, who want to do the raid with their friends, because generally it takes more than 3 days to get the gear ready to actually run it. Maybe it's not going to be as difficult on normal and then increasingly get very hard. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I mean, that's how all the other raids work. Like, you know, we had normal and then we had hard, and I think there was a level above that. Plus with the new modifiers I guess we're going to be getting with this raid, it's going to be a whole new experience. But it just seems very odd to me to have that kind of, you know, stuff out so early, especially because it's going to encourage people to go run the raid to get all the new raid gear rather than explore the Dreadnought and the new areas available to them, run to the story, and collect all the new stuff. Now, that's kind of, you know, another argument we can argue. You could say, well, they want people to get the raid gear so they can run through the DLC with the more powerful gear. And that is a fair point. You know, I would like to run through the game with powerful gear. It's kind of the point of grinding and doing all this stuff. You want gear that feels powerful, that makes you feel powerful. And without the light system, you know, it's much easier to feel that way because you're no longer held down by armor. Rather, you can just wear whatever you want to wear. So I can go and wear whatever legendaries I want because I only have to worry about my light stat being attributed to the overall power of my armor, but I can still mix and match to my heart's content without affecting my level. So I guess that is a valid point. You could argue that they just want you guys to have access to all the new stuff, like all the new raid weapons and whatnot, and then eventually they'll release the hard raid and whatever exotic probably comes with that version of the raid, and probably the challenge modes will probably have something else tied to the raids. So I mean, I guess this is a fair enough point. You could argue that, you know, it's just in the normal mode, it's not too bad. You can still run the other things while you can't run the raid after you finished it once, if anybody finishes it within the first, you know, few hours or week of it being launched, because, you know, there's always that one team that can manage to finish everything. But I don't know at this time. This time the raid is apparently really big. I'm not sure if they'll do it within the first go. Depends on how complicated it is. If it's like Atheon's raid in like challenge in terms of how much you need to know in order to run through it, it might take them a long time. If it's like Crota was a bit less kind of driven in that sense, it might not take that long. I don't know. It might be like a balance of the two. I liked the Vault of Glass a lot, so I would kind of prefer it to be like that. But, you know, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to another Crota type, but I think Crota was the more disappointing of the two. And I think a lot of people are hoping for a return to Atheon's kind of style, where the boss isn't, you know, crazy difficult, but he's the, you know, you have to kind of understand the mechanics for it. So I don't know. I guess that's something that we'll have to wait and see when Taken King drops. I'm looking forward to playing the raid and playing with a bunch of my friends who are going to be getting this game. I know that at least I think 2 or 3 of my friends are going to be getting it. I also want to play with subscribers. I know some of my subscribers do play Destiny, so for those people who do want to play it and never want to play with me, feel free to do so. Just send me a message on PS4. I do not own it on Xbox. I'm sorry. I know I could get an Xbox because it is going to be like $60 to get everything. I just don't feel like leveling a character again just a lot of work. I know they have that spark, but even then, I don't know if that levels out your subclasses as well, or just, you know, whatever you're using. And it just seems like a waste of time and money to go re-get all the armor and weapons. It's just like, no, not up for it. So, I don't know. But I'm looking for Taken King. It comes out in, what, 3 days from now, I believe, depending on when you're watching this. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Maybe you guys agree with me. Do you think it's a bit too early for the raid to be out? Or do you think they should have, you know, they should keep it at this day? I think they should push it back maybe like a week after the release, or a week and a half. Give people time to explore the new areas, the new story, the new characters, and then allow them to move on and do the raids. And because, you know, people are going to be trying to grind the raid out forever. They're going to be like, I need to get this new gear. I need to figure out what all the stuff is. You know, people are going to be trying to do walkthroughs and all this stuff for the new raid. So it seems to make sense to push it back later, give people time to go through everything, level up the new subclasses, and have fun with those, explore them, figure out what works best. But it seems like we're just going to have to, you know, jump right into the raid. So I'm personally, I guess I'm fine with it either way, having 2 level 34 characters. I would level up a Titan, but I'm not about that Titan life. I'm more Hunter Warlock. So I'm okay. You know what? I'm fine with it if they do decide to leave it. I still have plenty of gear for both characters. So it's cool, but I would kind of think that they should push it back a little bit. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your opinions down below. I'll see you guys in another video. Zeus out, and I missed you guys a lot. Bye.